Hello everyone, it's DiegoDoom here. Today I'm bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2014. This stylized representation of Godzilla was inspired by the 2014 film Godzilla. In the film, Godzilla is a prehistoric monster that feeds on the Earth's natural radiation. As the radiation levels began to decline, Godzilla moved to the deepest parts of the ocean where he could absorb more radiation from the Earth's core. In 1954, Godzilla is awoken by a nuclear submarine attack. The UN attempted to destroy Godzilla by attacking him with various nuclear weapons. After their attempts to destroy Godzilla failed, the UN formed a secret organization known as Monarch. Monarch was tasked with studying Godzilla and keeping his existence a secret. Years later, prehistoric creatures known as Muto awakened and began to cause mass destruction. The primary goal of the Muto is to reproduce. After hearing the echolocation calls between the Mutos, Godzilla reawakens to destroy them and restore the balance of nature. Be sure to check out the 2014 film Godzilla. It's a great film. SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2014 is another fantastic release in the SH Monster Arts line. Godzilla 2014 has a fantastic sculpt, great paint applications, and a great range of articulation. First, let's admire the box. Now that we're done admiring the box, let's go ahead and take a look at the Godzilla 2014 figure itself. Godzilla 2014 has a fantastic sculpt, great paint applications, and a great range of articulation. First, let's start with the head. We can look up, down, left, right. The mouth can open up. Inside the mouth, the tongue can move. Now, in my figure, the tongue is very stiff, so do be careful moving the tongue. You don't want to snap that off. Moving down to the shoulders here, we can move these pretty freely. Also, they can rotate a full 360. We have a nice bend in the elbows. Also, the elbows can swivel. The hands are on ball joints, so we can tilt spin these freely. In the upper chest, we can lean forwards, backwards, twist side to side, lean side to side slightly. In the waist here, we can lean forwards, backwards, twist side to side, and lean side to side very freely, so pretty cool there. Moving down to the legs here, we can rotate the legs a full 360. Also, we can spread the legs out pretty far, and you'll see here, no real gaps are revealed, which is very nice there. Now, if you max these legs out, you will begin to see gaps, but still, this is very nice engineering going on, so pretty cool there. We have a nice bend in the knees. The feet can tilt and swivel. Then finally, we have our very nice large and long articulated tail, so it's definitely very cool. Absolutely fantastic there. So Godzilla 2014 definitely has a great range of articulation. Now, in terms of sculpt and paint apps, the sculpt on this figure is absolutely fantastic. Now, when it comes to the paint apps, they did a great job on the paint apps for this figure, but there are two major issues in the paint app department that are really bringing this figure down. So first, let's start with the main paint apps and the sculpt, and we'll talk about those two issues later. So starting with the head here, we'll zoom in some. The first thing you're going to notice, this is not screen accurate. This is a very stylized sculpt of Godzilla 2014, and it looks absolutely fantastic, even though it's not screen accurate. So starting with the head here, as you can see, very nicely sculpted, very nicely detailed, very well textured. Now, the main paint app for the body is a charcoal gray, which is very cool. Very nicely done there, as you can see. Very nicely detailed sculpt here. Absolutely fantastic. We have the ridge for the eyes. We have the eyes themselves here. As you can see, the main part of the eye is more of a gold color. Then we have our black pupils. We have the snout here, pretty cool. And also you notice here, you can't really see that reddish paint that people were concerned about with this figure that's on the snout. So it doesn't look bad at all, pretty cool there. We have the teeth, and we'll talk about those shortly. We have our blood red tongue. We have our burgundy color for the membrane here and the jaw, very nice there. We'll go down to the center of the body before we talk about the dorsal fin. So in the center of the body, we have more of this olive green paint up going on, so pretty cool there. And as you can see at the chest here, very nicely textured, very nicely sculpted, absolutely fantastic here. This is truly stunning. Very nicely done. We have our arms here, as you can see the shoulders, very nicely done. We have our claws here, very nice there. Then we move down to our huge thighs, very nice. Inside here, we have the olive-like color, so pretty cool there. We have our knees, our stumpy feet. We have the underside of the tail here, so pretty cool there. Very nice, absolutely fantastic. We'll spin around to the back here. We have our very nice dorsal fins, as you can see. It's definitely very cool, and also these are very sharp. Absolutely fantastic here. So the sculpt on this figure is absolutely fantastic, and the paint apps are very nice, and they did a great job. Now let's talk about those two major issues on this figure. So let's go ahead and start with the eyes. So first off, we have our eye that is on our left, looks nice and straight. The eye on the other side, for some bizarre reason, is looking down. That is very disappointing, and this is pretty much like the issue we have for our Godzilla 1994 figure. Then moving on to the teeth here, that's the second paint app issue. As you can see, the teeth, they're nicely sculpted, but poorly painted to the point where some teeth look like they're inside the mouth and other teeth look like they're outside of the mouth. So they didn't do a good job painting the teeth or the eyes. Now at first, I thought that maybe this was just, a one-off figure issue, but I actually have 3 of these figures and they all have the same problem: downward eye, crazy teeth. And on our second one I have here, as you can see, there's a paint app issue going on with the membrane in the mouth there, as you can see. But again, we have the crazy eye, focus that, crazy eye, and messed up teeth. Now, in my opinion, at this point in the SH Monster Arts line, there's absolutely no reason to have an issue like this right now, and it's very disappointing because, as we all know, we had to hold back with the issues with no accessories, and then to have something as simple as this go on, this is very disappointing, and really there's no excuse for this. And as we all know, the past couple of months they've been showcasing how much progress they've made on this figure, only to have these crazy hiccups like this. So again, this knocks this paint app on this figure down to a great versus a fantastic. So hopefully they will not mess up like this again, because honestly, there is real no excuse for this figure having eyes and teeth like this. But still, despite those 2 issues, this is an absolutely fantastic pickup to have for sure. So, now that we have the Godzilla 2014 figure out of the way, let's go ahead and do some size comparisons.
Now that we're done with our size comparisons, let's go ahead and conclude this review. To conclude the review, SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2014 is another fantastic release in the SH Monster Arts line. Godzilla 2014 has a fantastic sculpt, great paint applications, and a great range of articulation. Despite this figure's 2 issues, it is still very nice, very neat, and very cool, and I absolutely recommend that everyone picks this figure up. Also, be sure to check out the 2014 film Godzilla. It's a great film. This has been another review by DiegoDoom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe.